Here we go, measles update. This is February 28th, 2025, and I'm getting my information from the CDC and the specific state departments of health. So here we are so far in the United States. We have 164 measles cases. Now, according to the Texas Department of Health, there are 146 cases in Texas currently. In terms of vaccination status, 79 were not vaccinated, 62 have an unknown status, and 5 were vaccinated with at least 1 dose. They have down here vaccination status is classified as unknown when the case investigation is still ongoing or when the person does not know if they have ever been vaccinated, and there's investigations into those who are currently vaccinated if they had a vaccine after exposure, because we do that very frequently. If there is a measles exposure, we vaccinate that person within 72 hours of exposure to reduce their likelihood of contracting or potentially then having complications if they do get measles. So as far as other states, there are currently 9 cases in New Mexico, specifically Lee County. In Washington, unfortunately, there is an infant in King County who has been officially diagnosed with measles that they believe was contracted during a recent international travel. LA County has a case of measles in a non-LA County resident who traveled through LAX. If you were there in Terminal B at LAX on February 19th between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., you are at risk of developing measles and you need to speak with your doctor. As far as Georgia, there are now 3 cases of measles, and they are all family members of the case who was confirmed earlier that year in January, and all 3 of those people were unvaccinated. And New York now has 2 cases in New York City and none in New York State outside of New York City. I also do want to make sure I bring up vitamin A because that is a really big discussion point right now. So vitamin A does not prevent measles. I'm so sorry, guys, it doesn't. Vitamin A can significantly reduce the risk of death once you've contracted measles, but it is not going to prevent it. Additionally, vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, so it is not something you should just be taking without direct guidance from a physician because it can store up in your body and cause toxicity, which is why we are not routinely recommending it, because we do not want to cause harm. And that's where we're at.